Hey there, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make $237 a day with Amazon KDP. This includes learning how to pick a profitable niche, as well as how to get started making these types of books. Now the best part is that you don't need any experience or any money at all to get started. All you need is Wi-Fi and your laptop. And by the end of this video, you're gonna know my exact steps and how I find and create profitable books on Amazon. So if you're a beginner looking to make money online and start a side hustle, or you're just trying to find a new niche, well then this video is for you. But before that, hey guys, my name is Jeff, and this channel is all about becoming self-sufficient when it comes to making money online. And right now we're talking about low and medium content publishing on Amazon KDP. So if this sounds interesting to you, feel free to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video. With that being said, let's get started. Now, whenever you're publishing on Amazon KDP, the very first thing that you want to do is your niche research. And what do I mean by that? Well, I mean finding out if the niche that you want to get into is going to be something that's profitable and something that's worth it. In other words, I'm talking about niche validation. On top of that, you're going to want to find the keywords that are going to go into your title, your subtitle, and those back-end keywords that's going to give you the best chance at getting your book ranked on the first page of Amazon, as well as even being seen on Google. So I did a search for math activity book for kids, and the first thing that we're going to see is this purple box right here. And this is a free plugin that I use from Self-Publishing Titans called Titans Quick View. And it's going to give me things like niche score, as well as all of this information that you see with the results, the bestseller rank, reviews, and the price. If you want to go ahead and download this so you can see the same information, feel free to do that. But the very first thing that I look at are the search results. And right here, we're seeing 6,000 results, more specifically 6,469. Now, when I'm looking into a niche and I'm trying to validate it, I like to look for three specific things. Number one, I like to look for search results that are about 1,000 or below, because that tells me that the competition is not so high. Number two, I like to look for at least 3 KDP books that have a bestsellers rank of at least 300,000 or below, because this is going to tell me that there is demand in that niche or that keyword because people are buying these books. And number three, I like to look for a niche score that's provided by the plugin that I'm using with a score of 50 and above. So if we look back on Amazon, we're going to see that the search results are actually kind of high. 6,000 results is a lot higher than the 1,000 that I'm looking for. But let's just go ahead and move on. So the next thing is to look for 3 KDP books that all have a rank of 300,000 and below. So if we do a scroll here and just look at these books, we're going to disregard anything that says sponsored, because this is where people pay to get on top of the search rankings. So the very first one here is not a KDP book, as we can see by the publisher right there. It should be saying independently published. So we move on. That's not one. That's not one. Here is one right here that says independently published, which means it is a KDP book. It's ranking in at 29,000. So that is book number 1. And let's go look for a couple more books. Here's another book right here, independently published, ranking in at 14,000. That's book number 2. We have a third book right here, independently published, ranking in at 39,000. And let's just see how many more books on the first page satisfy that ranking. Here's another book ranking at 4,000. Another book ranking at 48,000. Another book ranking at 33,000. Another book ranking at 76,000. Another book ranked at 46,000. Another book ranking at 263,000. So we can see that there's a lot of books here that satisfy step 2, which means that there's a lot of demand for this particular keyword and this niche. And with a niche score of 56, that's above the 50 that I'm looking for. So this satisfies 2 out of the 3 requirements. So the fact that this has 6,000 search results means that we have to work on niching down this keyword. But before that, let's go head on over to Google. Now I'm here on Google and I searched the exact same search term that I use on Amazon, math activity book for kids, just to see what kind of books show up on the first page of Google. As we move down the page, the very first thing that we see is this fun math workbook for kids. If we go ahead and click it, we're going to see that it's just the search term for Amazon. So this is not really what we're looking for, but these books are actually getting increased visibility. But if we go ahead and look deeper into the first page of Google, we can see here is one listing for a book on Amazon that made it on the first page of Google. And if we scroll down some more, we can see a little bit more listings here. Here's an Amazon listing right here. Here's another one right here. And we have a few more right there. So the bottom line is if you can get your book ranked on the first page of Google, it's going to give you increased visibility, which is going to result in more clicks to your books, as well as increase sales for yourself. Now I'm here on Google Trends because I always like to look at the trend of a certain book or a keyword or a niche. And so for this one, I did a search term for math activity because math activity book actually wasn't bringing up anything. But as we can see with the search term, for the past few years is actually trending up. It's actually getting more popular, which is really good if you want to start creating books in this niche. Now I've gone ahead and saved the trouble by niching down this keyword. And with the Amazon search suggestions, which is what you want to use, I came up with preschool math workbook for kids ages 3 to 5. So the first thing that we want to look at are the search results. So here we see 893. So that's below the 1,000 that we're looking for. So that's good to go. Number 2, let's look for 3 KDP books ranking under 300,000 or below. We have this one right here ranking in at 1,254. That's book number 1. The next book is ranking at 66,000. That's book number 2. We have this book ranking at 50,000. So that's book number 3. We have another book ranking in at 187,000. We have this book ranking in at 33,000. Another one at 4,000. And so there's a lot of demand for this keyword. So this is very good to go. And then number 3 with a niche score of 60, which is above the 50 that we're looking for. So because this keyword in this specific niche satisfies all 3 of my requirements, I'm pretty confident that if I put a book out with these keywords, that I could get it ranked here on the first page and potentially be successful making sales. Now, I actually want to take a look at one of these books. This bestseller book right here on the right has a ranking of 1,254. So let's go ahead and take a look. So we can see this book has a 4.8 out of 5 rating, over 2,800 ratings overall. So that's really, really good. We see that it has the #1 bestsellers badge, which gives it a huge boost when it comes to sales. And then a little bit more of the description here. It's a 8.5 by 11 and it's 108 pages, priced at $6.75. If we scroll down a little bit to look at this graph, this is the historical sales rank of this book. This is for 30 days, so we can see how well it's performing. If we go back 60 days to 6 months to a year, we can kind of see how the sales ranking has been influenced over the past year. And so we can see that around December time, which is actually Q4, it wasn't selling as well as the rest of the year, which is kind of surprising because Q4 is usually the big boost in sales for us KDP publishers. Now, if I look all time, we can see that throughout its history that the rankings have actually gotten better as the time goes on, and it's actually experiencing its best ranking right now. If we scroll down a little bit more, try to find some A+ content, we're not gonna find A+ content. And that's a big issue because it would usually be somewhere right here, and it would be a place where you could add more information about your book. So I went ahead and found this math workbook right here just to show you an example of A+ content. And so we can see that this is where you can put more information about your book. You can put things like the interiors to help your customers know more about what they're buying, a little bit more description about your interiors and your book. And it's also a good place to be able to add this section where you can actually offer more of your books to potential eyeballs. So this is a very good place to cross-sell potential customers. And this is one of the main reasons why you need to be doing A+ content, just to have this module up right here. Because if you're not doing this, you're basically losing sales, you're losing money, and this really only takes 5 minutes to set up. Now, if you want to know how to make A+ content, you can click somewhere around the screen, or I'll leave the link to the video down below of where I show you exactly how to make A+ content. It is really fast, it is really simple, so go ahead and watch that after this video. Now, if we go ahead and check the inside of this book, we're gonna see the cover is a very, very simple cover. We can make this on a program like Canva. It's just a simple design, simple elements, nothing too crazy here. We have a belongs to page, a little bit of information about the book, how it works, all that good stuff. And then the first page right here is basically the meat and potatoes of the interior. We have for the number 0. So this one has a zebra with 0 stripes, and this is where they can practice. So if we want to create a book to compete with this, we can get a little bit of an idea of how to build our interiors to possibly outperform this book. Now, if we go ahead and take the bestsellers rank of 1,254 and put it into a sales calculator to see how much it's estimated to be making, we can see that with a ranking of 1,254, 108 pages, a book price of $6.75, that the book is making about 125 sales per day, which equates to 3,750 sales per month. And in money terms, that's $237 per day and $7,125 in passive monthly royalties. Now that's just from one book. Imagine if you had dozens or even hundreds of books that are performing well, how much you could be making in monthly passive royalties. And the best part about it is passive, because once you upload these books on Amazon, Amazon will actually sell it for you, and you don't have to actually do anything to your book. It could be making sales day after day, month after month, year after year, without you ever having to touch it again. Now, the next part is how to actually make this type of interior. And the great thing is there's actually a lot of different ways. Now, if you want the manual method where you actually make it completely by yourself, let me know in the comments down below and I'll make a full tutorial on how to make the interiors for this type of book. But if you're gonna wanna get these books out as fast as possible, then you're gonna need a more done for you solution. And that's where a site like Creative Fabrica comes in. So here on Creative Fabrica, I did a search for math activity book, and then I filtered it for KDP interiors. So we can see there's over 100 interiors here to choose from. And if we take a little glance at each one of them, we can see there's a whole variety of these types of interiors. We have some that says volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, volume 4. We have some that come in bundles. We have some that's for Christmas, pumpkins, just a lot of different variety. So it allows you to really choose something that you like, something that you want to build for your customers, and just get it straight done for you here on Creative Fabrica. Now, if you're gonna go this route, I would suggest not to download these interiors as they are and upload them straight to KDP. Instead, what you could do is to download a bunch of these interiors and mix and match the pages so it becomes something a little bit more original and a little bit more unique, instead of just uploading something that's already on here, because imagine a lot of other people are doing the same thing. And you don't want to get a duplicate warning from Amazon, because that's really not good for your account. So you could upload these interiors on a free program like Canva, and you could do more things like add elements, change the fonts, so it actually looks much different than the original version that you got from Creative Fabrica. So if you want to check out Creative Fabrica for yourself, I'll leave the link down below. Now, if you want something that's completely done for you, like you don't have time to be making interiors, but you want to get into KDP and you want to see what it's all about, well then you might as well just go to Fiverr and get it all done for you there. So here on Fiverr, I searched math workbook KDP and it gave me 200 results. And if we look through all these gigs, we're going to see a few of them here, like this one, math workbook. We have another one right here that I will create custom math workbook worksheets. So let's go ahead and look at this one right here. So if we go look through her pictures, we can see kind of what it looks like right here. So this is basically what we're looking for. And so for 5 custom worksheets, she's going to charge $5, but we need a little bit more than that. So the standard 50 custom worksheets, which is about what we need, is going to be $60. So this is going to include the 50 worksheet pages, as well as the cover and unlimited revisions. So for $60, you can get the book fully done for you and be ready to go to be uploaded onto Amazon KDP. And the good thing about this gig is that right here is that these are exclusive 100% creative designs, meaning that these are 100% unique, and she's not going to be selling these to other customers, because that is not what you want. You don't want to go and buy a gig and then find out later that that person has been selling the same interior to every customer that they get, and you might end up getting that duplicate content warning from Amazon, which is never good. Now, the last part is actually one of the most crucial parts of making a KDP book, and that is the keyword research. Now, keyword research is basically trying to compile a list of keywords that we're going to go analyze later. And the first thing that you want to do when you're doing this is basically start with the core word. And so in our case, it's math activity book. So if I take away this for kids, we can see from Amazon itself, these are the search suggestions that Amazon gives us. So all of these keywords, we're going to want to go ahead and copy and put onto a spreadsheet for later use. And then you want to go ahead and try to look for more keywords. What I like to do is just use something that I already see here, which is this word for. So if I go ahead and put that in here, we can see some more keywords. So I'll go ahead and download this, put it on my spreadsheet. And then what I'll do is I'll look through these listings to see what what the titles of these books are to see if we can find other keywords that we could search. So we have math practice. So if we go ahead and do that, we can see all of these keywords. So we're going to go ahead and copy all these, put it on our spreadsheet. I went ahead and added 4 here. And so we can add all these into our worksheet as well. And then if we do math workbook, we get all these, and these are a lot, but we got to put this on our spreadsheet. So go ahead and copy all those. And then you just start to think about other variations of math workbook. For example, addition and subtraction workbook. So let's go ahead and add all these onto our list. If we go back to math activity book, what I like to do is I like to go through the alphabet. So for A, so I'll copy all this. For B, copy all this. For C, copy all this. For D, copy all this. For E, copy all this, and so on and so forth. And I do this for all variations of the keywords where I'll do 4 and then the alphabet, and just basically trying to find as many keywords as I can. So I have a list that looks a little bit like this. As you can see, I started to compile a little bit of words here just to give you an idea of what it would look like. So once you have your list of keywords, you want to keep track of a couple things. First of all, the search results that we were talking about. You want to do the research on the first page manually and find 3 books that are under 300,000 or below and answer that question, is it yes or no? And put it in these boxes. Keep track of the average BSR of the first page to see how well the books are ranking cumulatively, and then keep track of the niche score that's provided by the plugin that I'm using. So for example, if we take this math activity book for kids ages 5 to 7, we can see that it has 2,000 results, has a niche score of 58. And if we look down the first page here, we're going to see a few KDP books here that are ranking under 300,000. There's this one right here, 24,000, this one at 5,000, as well as this one at 104,000. For search results, we're going to go ahead and put 2,000. 3 under 300,000, we're going to answer a yes. Average BSR of the first page is right here, 33,766. Put that in there. And then the niche score, which is 58. And we do this for every single keyword. And this is very important because without the proper keyword research, you're not going to know what to put for your book's title, the subtitle, and the back-end keywords to try to get your book to rank on the first page of Amazon so that it can be seen by potential customers and people can buy them. Well, there you have it. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully this helps you get started in making some KDP books so you can start making some passive income online today. If you have any questions, let me know down below. And if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you never miss a new video. With that being said, thanks for watching. Bye for now.